Thus, experiment. There is a quiet assumption we like to carry about ourselves that cruelty belongs to monsters, that power corrupts only those already inclined toward it, that under pressure we would somehow remain unchanged. Thus, experiment removes that comfort. The film is loosely based on the Stanford prison experiment, but it is not a documentary recreation. It is something colder, something more unsettling, because it does not ask for what happened then. It asks what would happen again. A group of ordinary men volunteer for a paid psychological study. No criminal records, no visible pathology. They are divided arbitrarily into two groups, prisoners and guards. The conditions are simple: temporary, controlled, or so they are told. What follows is not an explosion of violence, not at first. It is a drift. Power does not arrive screaming. It arrives wearing routine. Rules, uniforms, permission. The guards are not instructed to be cruel. They are instructed to maintain order. And in that phrase lies the seed of everything that follows. Order becomes authority. Authority becomes entitlement. Entitlement becomes domination. And domination, once normalized, no longer feels like a choice. What the film captures with disturbing precision is how quickly identity reorganizes itself around role. The uniform changes posture. The baton changes tone. The mirrored sunglasses remove the need for eye contact, and with it, the need for empathy. Meanwhile, the prisoners do not simply submit. They adapt. They negotiate. They resist until resistance costs too much. Slowly, their sense of self erodes. Names are replaced with numbers. Dignity becomes conditional. Silence becomes survival. And the most unsettling realization emerges. No one here is acting out of character. This is the character. Thus, experiment refuses the comfort of villains. There is no single mastermind, no one pulling the strings with sadistic delight. Instead, cruelty emerges collectively, distributed across small decisions, shrugged shoulders, and phrases like, "This is just how it's done." Even the observers, the scientists, the system itself fail. Not through malice, but through distance. Data becomes more important than people. Procedure outweighs responsibility. Suffering is allowed to continue because it is part of the experiment. And that is perhaps the film's most dangerous mirror. Because thus experiment is not really about prisons. It is about any structure where power is unchecked, identity is reduced, and accountability is diluted. Corporations, institutions, governments, families, even crowds. The film asks a question that has no comforting answer. How much of morality is personal and how much is situational? We like to believe we carry our ethics intact into every environment. The film suggests something more fragile, that morality is often scaffolded by context, reinforced by consequence, and weakened by anonymity. When the experiment collapses into violence, it does not feel sudden. It feels inevitable. Because by then, everyone is playing their role too well. Stepping out of character would require courage. And courage is expensive when punishment is immediate and conformity is rewarded. In the end, Das' experiment leaves us with no catharsis, no lesson neatly wrapped, only discomfort, and perhaps that is its greatest honesty. Because the film does not say, "This is who you are." It says, "This is who you might become under the right conditions."